And I was at work, and I was a hostess, and I heard this deep, strong voice in my head say, Zaharie. And I pulled out my phone, and I went to Google, and I looked it up, and it said, God has remembered. The hairs on my arms just started standing up, and it must have been a conviction. And that's when I said, I'm gonna keep my son. I went to a doctor's appointment, regular checkup, and they did an ultrasound, and they seen that my son was not growing, that my amniotic fluid was going low, that my umbilical cord was not functioning right. Basically, that I would have to have an emergency C-section 2 months early. And I just remember sitting on that hospital bed, and my mom was in there, and she was just crying, and even the nurses were crying, because in their head they were thinking, there's no way this child is gonna live. He is 2 pounds. There's no telling how long he's been deprived of oxygen. Like, there's no telling. And I just remember sitting on that bed, and I'm like, you must not know. You must not know who gave me the okay for this, and had the C-section, and he came out perfectly fine. He was itty bitty, but he came out screaming and kicking, and they just couldn't believe it. And I remember the doctor came in, and they're like, all right, Miss India, so what do you want to name him? And my mom tried to give me a couple names, of course. You should name him this. And I was just like, Zaharie. There's no better way. And just after that, it hasn't been pretty ever since, but it's definitely made the right choice.